Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to another video. This is the What's Up video of April, trying to wrap up the things that I've been working on and things that I'm planning to work on the future, mostly as a report to my patrons from Patreon and YouTube followers, to give you like an overall view of the things that I've been working on and that I'm planning to do in the future, and hope to convince you to donate wherever you can donate to my patreon.com account, patreon.com/psenough. So things that I've been doing on April, I've been focusing a lot on demoscene stuff, finishing up the meteorics things. I was involved with the jury. I was also head of jury on one of the categories, so I had to make sure that we had the nominees and the laureates for the category which I was head of jury of, and also record a short video to explain pretty much who the winner was. It wasn't that much work, but it was some work, so I thought it was worth mentioning. Other stuff, I was also working a lot on the TIC80 entry for Revision Online. I was working on an invitation for Inertia Demo Party for the TIC80, and I was writing on Twitter that I was procrastinating working on that, and Toback replied to me that he was also procrastinating working on his invitation for field effects. So I had this wild idea. He's doing a TIC80 invitation, I'm doing a TIC80 invitation. Maybe we can do some sort of collaboration so that, you know, I poke him so he doesn't procrastinate, and he pokes me so I don't procrastinate, and we end up actually doing something interesting. So I talked with him on Discord, asked him what he was working on, if he liked this idea, if it was something that could possibly fit on his concept. And he already had like the start of his intro, but he was missing some parts in the middle, so he was pretty much keen. We tried a few things, threw it back and forth a few nights. I spent over like a week maybe tuning it every night a little bit more, and then waiting for his feedback. He also added some extra stuff near the end. I polished it, he reviewed it, so it was a pretty good collaborative effort. He was also working on another entry, so he didn't have much time for this one in particular, but he already had a lot of initial effects done, which I sort of had to redo or readapt to the sequencing system that we ended up using on the demo. I was happy with the demo. We try not to tell anyone else about the entry, so it was both a surprise for the people attending locally here at the Lisbon satellite, and it was also a surprise for the people attending locally at the London satellite where Toback was. A lot of great feedback on the party feed. It all happened so fast, and I was only on the phone, so I couldn't really answer everyone, but thank you so much for your support. Your words mean a lot to us. I'm very happy that you enjoyed our little invitation intro, and I hope you show up both at Field Effects in the summer and Inertia Demo Party later, more in the winter. So if you haven't checked out that demo, you should definitely check it out. It's called the Sharp Sheep Shark Field. Subby managed to screw up that title, which was good job, Subby. That was what we were trying to do, have like a title that wasn't very exactly descriptive of what the demo exactly should be until you actually watch the demo, so we don't spoil that it's like a shared invitation, but that you sort of associate with what happened. So and also a word limerick, obviously, to make things more complicated. So anyways, that happened. I also attended the PT satellite physically, which was also pretty fun. Got a little bit of a hangover on the first day. We got some t-shirts. The t-shirts were itchy. We drank some beer. We got wasted on beer. We had a lot of food, which we ate at different parts of the day. So pretty much a standard party experience, pretty German party experience. We also had currywurst on the final day, so definitely a German party experience. When you burp from drinking too much beer and it comes out smelling like currywurst, you know you're doing the German party experience right. So yeah, that was fun talking with other people. Some people that I hadn't met before, like Licube, was hanging out with us. He was visiting Genio and took part in the satellite. He also participated on the compos. Probably won the track music compo. I didn't check the results, but his track was the best one and played last, so probably. Yeah, it was a very cool party experience. Glad some of the Portuguese scene showed up. Not everyone showed up, which boo, but you know, it is what it is. We're kind of used to it by now. Hope they show up in force for the Lisbon event, for the Inertia event for 6th of November. That's what matters the most. And yeah. We did the shader showdown commentary directly, everything from Lisbon. Instead of having Discord jumping around back and forth, it was completely us on the couch in Lisbon and Difty, who was the main like mixing of the things on screen in Paris. D Fox slightly mistook the he told to the entire audience that we were in the Paris headquarters doing everything from Paris. And in Lisbon, we laughed a lot and made fun of him a lot. It was funny in the end. No harm done. But yeah, it was funny. It was particularly funny because there was a party in Paris and they didn't book for the first day on Friday because it would be extra expensive for that, which was a shame because there are a lot of high quality shader coding people from France, which probably could have used the location to participate from there on the first day. But you know, it is what it is. We still had fun. I think it was pretty good. Shader Showdown. I think Blackle won it overall. Well, she didn't win. Evil won, but she had the best entry. Like the first quarterfinal entry from Blackle, I think it was really mind blowing. And for me, that was the highlight of the Shader Showdown. Evil's output was also pretty good and very solid throughout the entire. So he totally deserved to win, but I have a soft spot for Blackle's effect. What else can I say about Revision? A lot of compos, a lot of good stuff, some boring compos as well, like the animation video was totally boring for me, and a couple other compos like that, but overall I think was very good quality. The Amiga compo was a bit disappointing considering the high quality that it had on previous years. The PC compo was alright as well. A lot of good intros, a lot of great graphics, pretty good music as well. So overall, very good revision. Shame we're not all in Saarbrücken to experience it, but we did get to experience with the whole satellite system, which I mean was kind of fast hacked together in a month or month and a half. It could have been even better if it was more pre-planned, but the organizers were always kind of waiting to see if we could or not organize the event physically, and I guess that overlapped a lot into the organizing of the completely online thing. We're starting to see more parties open up physically though, major events, not demoscene related, so hopefully 2023 everything will be back to physical. Somehow doubt it. Think there will always be some events that will have an online component to it. And I hope one of the good things that came out of this whole pandemic thing is that party organizers start paying more attention to the online community, not just the physical ones, in terms of receiving remote entries, in terms of providing a good live stream service, not just having it as an afterthought, but actually preparing and advertising and communicating with the people who are participating remotely as well. Let's see how that goes. Anyways, more stuff that I did in April. I had to do some tests for the Demovibes. I was contacted by R2K that there was some encoding weirdness happening there, so I investigated it a little bit, and I had fucked up. I had re-encoded from the 320 kbps MP3 into an AAC format before uploading to YouTube, so there was some double re-encoding happening, and I did some tests to see which one is the best. I did a video about it as well. I probably saw it, and I have to re-upload all the Demovibes re-encoded with full HD. I took the opportunity to upgrade my scripts to make sure that it's always in full HD, because there is some YouTube weirdness where they give you better quality for audio if you are having the maximum quality of a video. it is what it is. Anyways, more stuff from April. I went to an event in Cantanhede, which was celebrating the 40 years of the Spectrum, organized by the Museum of Spectrum that we have in Cantanhede, Lode ZX Spectrum. Very well organized, very professional. A lot of interesting talks there. It's very cool to meet some new people and old acquaintances as well. So very cool as well. It was also the first time that I saw the actual museum. It was pretty good. It's kind of small, only 4 rooms overall, but it's really packed with a lot of interesting content of Spectrum and Timex and all the Sinclair universe. So yeah, really good job. Thumbs up for the organizing. In terms of attendance, I couldn't actually see that many talks because when I told my wife that I was going to Cantanhede, she said that she also wanted to come. So we had to take our 2-year-old kid and logistics. And yeah, we thought maybe he could just get distracted and let us see some talks and quiet down in a corner. I actually thought just give him an iPad and he would be fine. But then we've been talking about trying to cut back on his iPad use because he's kind of addicted to iPad right now, and trying to distract him with other stuff, make him color or do other 2-year-old activities, not looking at a screen. And we were trying to do that during the event, so it didn't work very well. So I managed to watch like 5 talks out of a total of, I think, 12, 15 that were scheduled, but they did record the whole thing, so I will be able to watch it afterwards. So in that regard, it didn't work very well. We had to leave in the middle of a session most of the times when the kid would start, speaking of calling for attention or random stuff like that 2-year-olds usually do. But overall, it was a pretty good trip. We had some good food. The hotel was pretty good. We got to see a bit of Cantanhede, which we had never been to. And it's a very small city, but it's pretty good, pretty active, pretty modern in terms of building architecture and stuff like that. So yeah, Cantanhede looking good. So yeah, that was all the stuff that I've been doing on April. I'm probably forgetting some things. What's next on my to-do list? I need to record the Enough Records radio show, which needs to be recorded today, actually, before uploading this video, or after uploading this video. I need to prepare the monthly video report for the demoscene month of April, which will be quite hard considering how many releases there are. Still not quite sure how to do that, because in the beginning of April there was GURP as well, and it had quite a few good Amiga releases. And then there's also Spec EPL, which happened later in the month. So it's like 4 or 5 demo parties in the whole month, and Revision has a lot of good entries, so I'm not quite sure. And there are a few important news items as well throughout the release of the month. So I'm not sure how I'm going to cram all of that up into a single video. Probably going to be half an hour, more than half an hour. Let's see how that goes. Other stuff. Synthwave compilation that I'm organizing for Enough Records. It's reaching the end of the deadline. I already have like 16 tracks submitted, so good enough to have probably 2-part compilation. Let's see if people who promise to deliver something will still promise. Have like 8 promised tracks that I haven't seen yet, and if there are any late submissions or not. Still a few days to deliver something. I did the final roundup, and let's see what people come up with. Other things that I also want to do on this upcoming month is I actually got this idea of working on a TIC 8 remake of a Spectrum game. And I decided to be Nike and just start doing it. So I already have some stuff working on the TIC 80 and ideas for a lot of things that could be added besides the usual original games. So I'm still trying to weigh in if I should stick with the original concept or innovate it a little bit or innovate it a lot. I don't know, but I've been working on that, and I think I will keep working on that because I think it's a short idea, but I think it's pretty cool. And so yeah, been working on that. And I also have a short story pending for quite a while had the idea narrowed down, chapters narrowed down, in terms of like guidelines of what each chapter should be about. And then I asked my wife for feedback, and she missed the email and then replied to me, and I haven't written the damn thing because I was waiting for her insight. And yeah, so I want to write that as well and get that done with, just to execute the damn idea. I mean, it's already laid out. It's just a matter of sitting down for maybe 2-3 nights to write it and revise it a couple of times. So yeah, so that's my plan for the near future. There's also some stuff coming up on Enough Records besides the compilation, new release coming up in May. Some pending videos that I have for stuff, some game stuff that I've been trying to get into and haven't found the time yet. So yeah, that's what you can expect from the channel. So I've been working more on the promoting Inertia. I have to revise the website to update it with all the information that you might want and not just a placeholder as it is right now. And yeah, that's what you can expect. Hope you've been enjoying the content that I've been providing, either on YouTube or through Patreon. And if you want me to keep doing this, I would very much appreciate your support. You can donate whatever you are most comfortable with. Enough money for a coffee, enough money for a beer, enough money for a meal. Go to patreon.com/psenough. Donate whatever you are willing, and I very much appreciate it. That's it for now. See you next video. Bye bye everyone. Take care.